G'day ladies, my name is Charlotte Zank and today I'm coming to discuss with you the challenges that you experience in your work environment. The challenge between personal growth in your work environment but also financial growth. So a lot of people, I've done a lot of interviews, and majority of the time when you ask the person, what is your goal in the company? They say, I want to grow. That is 95% of the answer that people give you in the company. But the question is your capacity and your intellect and also your qualifications allowing you to be able to succeed in growth? Or is it actually you want to grow because you need the financial increase? Now, let me explain to you where South African companies are getting it wrong. We employ people at a certain rate and then they are not qualified to be able to do more than what they are currently doing. So we keep them at the same basic salary for 5 to 10 years and wonder why they leave after 10 years. When everything is growing up, inflation is growing up, everything is increasing, but our salaries are stagnating. And that is the biggest problem that we have in South Africa at the moment. But you can't get yourself confused between, is it actually that you want to become a manager, a senior, a director, or is it actually you chasing a title because you want the financial growth that goes with it? Now, let me explain to you, it's not in everyone's shoes to go to higher positions. The higher you climb in the company, the more difficult it becomes, the more your responsibilities becomes. And if something goes wrong, you are the first person to stand up and to say, you need to explain exactly what is happening in the company right now. So people think it's all mighty and glory to be at the top of the company, but it's not, because that is the people that have to explain to the directors, CEOs, and shareholders when something goes wrong. It's not in everyone's shoes to be able to do this, and not everyone wants to be able to do it, but yet people are willing to do that sacrifice just for the financial increase that they get. So with Fit La Femina, the way that we've structured all the stuff that we are bringing and all the opportunities that we are opening is, when we employ people, we will employ you in the position that you are qualified to do. You can grow within your position without growing higher in the company. That's the difference between if you want to grow your company and grow your staff, and if you just want to do a staff turnover because it's fine, there's someone else that's qualified and is able to do it. A lot of people study an exact position or an exact field because that is what they want to specialize in. But it's frustrating to be able to stagnate on the same salary. So what people end up doing, even if you're a manager, if you're a receptionist, whatever you might be, you end up applying for the job, and then after 5 years, you just can't carry it anymore because everything is going up. And even though your salary was great 5 years ago, with the expenses raising in South Africa, you can't afford to cover your overheads anymore. And that's when things become different. That's when people start looking for other jobs. And the worst part about it all is another company won't employ you if you don't have a job. They rather employ you if you're currently employed. And that to me is bad, because it's sort of saying people that don't have jobs have a less opportunity of gaining a job than people that do have jobs. So it's a very sad and frustrating story and situation that we're currently sitting with in our country, and where I feel you need to change your mindset in your work environment is it the money that you're chasing, or is it really the growth that you're chasing? Because with growth comes a lot more pressure, a lot more stress, a lot more responsibility. It's not just you growing and you glowing. That thing about growing and glowing, it's nice on a social media post, but it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of stress and it's a lot of strain. So you need to ask yourself, where is it that you want to be? And when you have an interview with a new company, rather be straight up and honest with the people and say, listen, this is what I'm qualified to do. I'm not qualified to do more, but this is my passion and this is what I want to do. And maybe some companies do increase salaries without having to change titles. Other companies, unfortunately, that's your salary. That is the salary of the occupation that you do. Whether it's you, whether it's anyone else, they don't care. That's a set salary. That's their budget for it. And I can understand. Some companies can't afford to pay that exact amount of salary more, but others can. Majority of the time, companies can. But also, what are you adding to the company for them to be able to increase your salary? So some of us have a sense of entitlement of, I've been working for the companies for 5 years, so I need to get a salary increase. But what value have you added to the company to earn the salary increase? Have you done more work? Have you put in more hours? And people always say, no, but I only get paid from 8 to 5. Well, that's great. Everyone gets only paid from 8 to 5. Other occupations, you get paid overtime. But why will we only work overtime if we get paid to do it? Let me tell you, a director sees a person more or recognizes a staff member more when they're putting in the effort they're not getting paid to do than a staff member that does everything that they need to do, and on the dot 5 o'clock they're on their car and they're way out. There's a very, very big difference in the higher field where the people that are at the top, the way they look at all the different titles and selective departments, they look at you in a different way. You don't notice, you think maybe you're just another number. Some companies, they don't care, but other companies like Fitla Femina, we do. Whether you're a receptionist, whether you're a cleaner, whatever your title might be, you're not just going to be another number, but you need to make a difference in the company to be able to earn more money, to be able to earn a salary. So I'm going to use this as an example. If you are exceptionally comfortable to be an admin lady, you are comfortable to come in to do everything that you need to do, that's 100% fine. But if you want to earn a salary increase, what value are you adding to the company to be able to do that? So as a receptionist, you are the face of the company. People really look down at receptionists, and I can't understand why, because a receptionist is the face of the company. That's the first person that a potential client talks to. That is the first interaction that a potential client has to the company. So even if the company is absolutely great, if the receptionist was not on standard, that client will, before the meeting started, lose interest in working with the company. So whether you're a business owner, whether you're someone that's working for a business, or whether you're someone that's self-employed, you need to think about all these different aspects. We are not entitled to earn money because we think we earn. We think that we are entitled to it. Let's just call it that. We are not entitled to earning more money if we don't work for it. So if you're not doing anything to earn more money, you can't expect your company to give you more. So today, you need to sit down and review yourself. Are you working for a company just to earn month-end salary? Then don't expect a raise, don't expect a growth in a company. Then you need to be happy with what you have. But if you are someone that's passionate in your current position that you are, and you have no interest in growing in the company in the sense of having a higher title, but you're passionate in what you're doing, the right people will recognize you. You just need to keep on putting in the effort and doing the work, because nothing in life that is worth it comes easy, and definitely doesn't come at any or no cost. So always keep that in mind.